This is Caroline Bacon giving her informative speech. Caroline?
On September 28th of my first grade year, 5 little girls from Mexico moved into our school. This was the first time I was really taught about immigration. I went home to my parents and my teachers, and they all explained what immigration was, and it gave me a new perspective on this topic. Immigration has both positive and negative effects on a host country. I have done lots of research, and I have talked to many adults regarding their view or take on this subject. The reason why I chose to talk about immigration today is I feel it is very important to my audience, seeing as all of us are from the United States. We have all dealt with some form of immigration. America needs immigrants. Economic models are based on the growth of a country's population. The U.S. is not producing enough natural, new-born Americans to sustain a positive growth rate. Immigration is vitally important, but there are both pros and cons to it. Pros. Why do people want to move to the United States? That's an easy answer. The American dream. James Adams wrote the book The Epic of America in 1931. In the book, he states, "The American dream is that dream of a land in which life should be better and richer and fuller for everyone, with opportunity for each according to ability or achievement." The United States is considered to be one of the best countries in the world. That's why many people want to move here. They plan on leaving their home country because maybe it's not as prosperous or beneficial as the United States. They want to come to the United States to pursue their dreams, to become whoever or whatever they please. Another pro of immigration is America needs hard workers. Many immigrants are such hard workers. They do many jobs that Americans don't want to do. Many of them are used to living in a place where opportunity is limited, but opportunity is not limited in the United States. This is why we need hardworking people so that they can pursue their dreams of achieving the American dream. Immigrants are what keep the United States strong and thriving. According to the Washington Post economic policy, this is a representation of the males in the United States. 29% of the males are share of foreign-born workers employed. This is a representation of 26.3% of the share of U.S.-born workers employed. There is a 9.6% of male immigrants are more likely to work unusual hours than their U.S.-born peers. On the female side, this is a representation of 21.4% of share of foreign-born workers employed, 21.4%, and this is 18.5%, a share of U.S.-born workers employed. It is more likely for female immigrants, it is 24.2% more likely for female immigrants to work unusual hours than their U.S.-born peers. Now we're on to the cons of immigration to the United States. One of the cons is limits. The United States is only so big, but so many people want to move here. This is why the government is strict with its rules regarding who is permitted to move to the United States. According to the AmericanImmigrationCouncil.org, the INA allows the U.S. to grant up to 675,000 permanent immigration visas each year across various visas categories. This may seem like a lot of visas, but considering the fact that there are roughly 7.53 billion people in the world and only 327.9 million people in the U.S., that is a lot of people who don't live in the U.S. That makes up a large percentage of the world. Another con of those who want of immigration to the United States is many plan on coming to the United States, but their strong work ethic mindset that they had before soon starts to go away. Many end up turning to the government welfare system. They end up taking more from the economy system than they contribute to it. This is the term importing poverty. Many times in their old country, they had little work ethic. Many times they bring that same work ethic mindset over to the United States. When a few mistreat the system, then the taxpayers support the system. Then the taxpayers who support the system, and the system takes care of those who mistreat the system. When many abuse the system, it is detrimental to the overall system and the economy. Another con is the American dream is not as easy as it sounds. Many come to the United States and realize that it's hard to achieve the American dream. The U.S. is a fast pace. Yes, there are opportunities available, but only opportunities available to the hardworking people. It is not a forgiving economic system. We operate at a demanding pace. And so that is why it's important for people to come over here with a good mindset who want to work. That's why many who come over here with a mindset that is changed or not as hardworking, it's not good for the economy. The National Writing Project 2019, Is the American Dream Still Achievable? By Rosemary P. from Highland School in New York. This was a poll taken, and it said that out of those who felt like they had achieved the American dream, white people were at a higher percentage than blacks and Hispanics. But it was at a higher percentage that blacks and Hispanics felt that they were on their way to achieve the American dream over white people. In conclusion, America needs immigrants, but they need hardworking immigrants. There are both positive and negative effects that immigration can have on a host country. I hope my sources were helpful, and I hope my audience learned from my speech and gained a new perspective on this topic. I still talk to the 5 girls from Mexico. They have touched so many lives, and they are growing up and becoming hardworking citizens who are contributing to our economy and society. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.